Hello, greetings. Thank you for joining us for tonight's communication. Alright. Okay, tonight's title is Secret Space Program. That sort of came out of nowhere. So we'll just go with it. The universe has a message for us on that. I'm not sure who, but I believe there'll be much assistance. I already forgot what the rest of the subject matter of today was going to be. Illuminati channeling and walking the Matrix. Okay, I already forgot. Alright, I want to go through one thing. I've been kind of sitting here looking at the camera for about 5 minutes. I'm not going to mention names, but some of those in the spiritual community has been there for a very long time. Way longer than me. Probably 10 years, maybe longer than that. I don't know. For some, it feels like, I guess it's kind of like an ego thing going on. Like, who's going to be remembered in history and da-da-da-da-da. It's like, oh, it's, you know, these are the ones that have been around for a while. I don't want to mention names. I just, yeah, Gaia TV. Anyway, the hint is all I'm going to put out there. It's just, I don't know, I'm not doing this for any, I don't know, I'm not doing any, some people say I do this for ego and all that. It's like, you see the world as it is today. If I can make it a better place, that's what this is about. I don't care about biographies, or I don't care about that crap. I'm here for a mission. I was activated to do a mission. I don't care about the history books and all the spiritual community history books or whatever it is, you know, legacies and whatever. I mean, I guess there's going to be one. I don't care. The idea is to connect to those that, at least my mission is connect to those that are not aware of all of this, and to show them that there's, yeah, it's unlock the brain. Here's some insanity for you. So, oh, my face is a strange anomaly there. So that's my mission here. I don't know what the other ones are here have been doing this for a long time. I guess they kind of get stuck in their own BS after a while. I tried to do future predictions, or I'm trying to stay away from all that crap. I mean, there might be some here and there. But I don't see any cataclysms. As for, let's see, economy, I mean, it's going to go up and down. That's usually the same. It's, you know, my face is, the whole face starts to itch as soon as I come live. That makes, yeah, figures. Go get a new face. But what I see is, I mean, yeah, robotics are going to become part of society, definitely. You're going to be seeing glimpses of that. But, you know, as for, like, the economic reset, as some are being said, I mean, we might go into a new currency, but who knows? It might be 10, 20, or 50 years before that even happens. So, if it ever happens at all, you know, I didn't sign up. Like I said, I was just going to put it out there. I didn't sign up for this just to have a biography written about me or whatever. I'm not going to have much anyway. I don't care. The mission here is to awaken humanity, and for to leave this place at better what it was before. I mean, I wasn't awakened earlier for this because I've been activated recently for a reason. And I mean, you're not even sure what that, well, whatever it might be. So, whatever, I'd be kicking the dirt, working at my same job, or working at somewhere that's not very pleasant and doing this on the side forever, and then so be it. I'm not going to leave this for sure, unless they take me from the planet, so, that would be okay too, but I don't think that's going to happen. But the idea is to leave the place, the world, a better place. At least put your stamp, your whatever it is, and that's what matters most. I mean, I go to the theme park stuff because I think it's, I get a laugh out of it. Some might say, oh, it's for ego, hot channeler, blah blah blah. I just go there because I think it's hilarious. That's all. I mean, if you want to think I'm a hot channeler, I don't know, whatever. When I get there, I just want to lay down on the ground most of the time. So I don't know what's coming through half the time. Maybe it's all bloated, whatever. I mean, it might be just a bunch of BS. I don't know what's happening half the time, but, you know, I do it because it's hopefully it brings some enlightenment to somewhere in the universe. Especially there's a lot of mind control going on in those theme parks. That was another reason for it. Is to like shed some light into the garbage that they're flushing on everyone. So basically put some galactic or spiritual energies into the sewer called our pop culture, whatever you want to call it. So The idea is to put a footprint of enlightenment here. And who cares what the history book says? Most of that's wrong anyway. So the idea is to make the world a better place, basically. So if all these hotshots have been doing this for a long time, we're going to start, whatever, a bunch of old men just crying and whatever it is. I didn't sign up for that crap. Well, I don't want to be a part of it. I'm not going to be a part of it. I'm blacklisted anyway, so I'm proud of it. Yep, proud of the blacklisting and not that popular. That's good. That's fine, because I want to be as legit as possible. And if you're going to get dirt put on you, I would take that dirt. Because I'd rather be more legit and not that popular than very popular and up my own ass. Not to name names, though. There's probably a lot of names on that list. So, you know, the idea is to go into the next world, basically. More positivity. Of course, I didn't show much of that right now, but it does get kind of frustrating with the BS and the... Because before I got into... I mean, I followed Project Camelot and I've seen the people in there. But I never thought I'd actually be a part of that kind of community. I guess I am in some regard. Well, not really, but sort of yes, sort of no. Kind of still blacklisted, but whatever. Not taken serious. Whatever. And not realizing there's a bunch of, I guess, drama. Not to say I'm a part of it, but I guess there is drama there somewhere. I don't want to be part of that crap. So anyway. I was gonna, I didn't want to go into that, but I never really go into like my statement of why I'm here either. So it kind of gave me a reason. I saw it on YouTube about some ranting. It's like, oh god. So it's like I said, I'm not mentioning names. Hint, but that's about it. You know, it's not an ego. I mean, I don't do this for you. I do this to bring, you know, enlightenment. I do this stuff all the time. Put free stuff out there of channeling messages. Like the tech stuff, the Jake comic, and this stuff's free, not behind a paywall or anything. I continue to, make it work. Maybe Jake will get his own movie or something. That would be good. Maybe down the line. No, mostly just go with the flow, basically. Hopefully it's represented in the right way. If it ever does happen, that'd be interesting. If anybody cares, if it ever does get made. I might go over some people's heads, who knows. But, you know, the idea is to, like I say, leave the world a better place than it was when you came in. Not always going to get everything perfect, obviously, especially the messages. The aliens say they're going to show themselves. Not to say they won't, but who knows when that's going to be. So it's just we're building up to an awakening. One thing I did see, which is I thought, because I don't connect to the channeling stuff. I mean, other channeling stuff, but sometimes I get pulled into like Edgar Casey, which I didn't know this. Edgar Casey, I guess. Well, I guess with other channel, I don't know. I don't pay attention to them, but at least in the past, in ancient channel or old channelers, they get kind of like they can channel anybody, and then they get kind of like, you know, like they feel like they're like godlike or something like that. Which way I look at this is like I see everybody can do it. The way I look at it, you know, if it's not time, it's not time, but everybody can do it eventually. If you don't agree with it, that's fine. I mean, there's some just. I just want to go cry sometimes. Yeah, the politics is fun. But I guess with Edgar Casey, I guess he got attached, a negative entity attached to him. And of course, some people think I have a negative entity. Jeez, I have that all the time. Well, where's the evidence of this? It's just a sad group that says that. Well, basically, I guess, because I don't follow the channelers that closely, but I guess he was saying future of cataclysms and end of the world or blah blah blah, and none of that ever happened. So that is, yeah, that's a negative connection there, basically. Yeah, some of them like bringing a little bit of a, you know, some might say things that probably should not be said, you know, in a raunchy way, but other than that, it's, yeah, it might be questionable in that regard, at least the ones I bring in, but for the most part, it is of the ideas for us to find our center, our direction. Of course, not always going to be perfect, but we are, you know, nobody's perfect here, but like I said, I want to make that clear. I don't see any cataclysms in I mean, there's going to be stuff at Earth shifts and stuff. I mean, who knows? But as for the economy, how about we just say everything will work itself out. As for seeing aliens and all that, it'll work itself out. In the meantime, we're going to connect to the secret space program and Illuminati information. Okay, it's Reptilian Awareness Month. Once again, I've not done much with that. Let's see here. Yeah, no, a lot of. Well, to add to that, a lot of war energy, however you want to call them, war energy reptilians are definitely trying to get those in the spiritual community to fight against each other, trying to cause, I would say, paradoxes, which is okay. That's a new one. I'll have to sit on that one for a little bit. But yeah, they're trying to basically cause as much disinfo. Well, not entirely, but especially those that have a big following, they go after heavily. Make it to like a cult-like status, and so that means when they can throw stuff in there. And it's not always the case, but there are cases there. Not always, but it does. I don't know. Because some people sense this stuff and there's nothing there, so who knows? Everybody's different. They're gonna have their own deal, but it does exist for sure. So it kind of already gives you kind of a red flags here and there. But basically, they want to control the information that comes through. They don't want people to evolve. That's the main thing. They don't want you to bring in the ego and not evolve. And at least my message is here is to. Jeez, I feel a thickness in the air right now. And it just got thick recently. I hope that's a good thing. I forgot what I was talking about too. Yeah, thanks for that. Oh yeah, but the idea is for us to, I forgot, but yeah, the idea is for us to evolve and find our, go to more fourth dimensional vibration of seeing the world and just basically retiring the third dimension slowly. Now I believe all of this will just happen automatically when you're ready. You wonder how that works. Just be yourself. Connect to positivity. If you have negativity, clear it out somehow. Let it out. Whatever works for you. But basically, you can always, one thing I got from the aliens is like, time is not right yet for visitations. Okay, we'll just go to that right now. Got energy from the Andromedans. Humanity is still at a childlike vibration. Not everyone, but the majority is still like in the playground of third dimension. And so to interfere with that too much would cause a lot of cataclysms or changes, because the vibration would be fear. You'd be surprised how powerful people are. You can cause storms. Yes, they can. So they're not really ready for it, as you can see, but many of you are understanding this. Just take time with it. You're learning how to raise your vibration now. Many of you are already doing well. Just give it time. You are releasing the old you. But much more than that, you're learning how to teach others of how you did it. The idea is to just follow your intentions, because you're being led by spirit. But realize, the more patient you are, the better. As many of you are. Some are just, so as for alien connections, many of you can just allow us to visit right now. It's getting closer to that. As for, it depends on you, everyone individually. What is your vibration at? Remember, with love, we will come. Violence does not work with us. But many of you are, you are with love. But we channel through you already since you were an infant. So this is nothing new that we're here. It doesn't mean you have to see us. But if you wish to, those days will come. What matters now is that you are finding your true self, your true being, your point. What is why you are here? Is a lot of it is just for just being you. Many of you don't even have, you have that, what do you call it, oh, they're showing me, what is it, okay, drawing board, chalkboard has been cleared, and you're writing it out as you go. So patience is key. Impatience can cause a lot of difficulties. But even that shows passion at what you want. So, impatience with love is the best way to go if you must go in that direction. Because passion can speed things up, depending on the vibration of it. As we have to be careful of who we connect to, we know you all very well. You don't know quite yourselves yet, but you're getting there. You are basically, those of you who are awakening are becoming teachers of your own rights. Awakening the earth. You're all here to learn how to awaken the planet. So as this will become more and more knowledgeable, just have fun with your vibration. Yes, many are going through many tough times. It's also there to ground you with the earth. The idea is to know who you are is what matters most, that you are happy with you. Self-love does not always come easily, but don't call it a contest. It's not judgment either. It's just basically you getting used to the third-dimensional human to unleash your power here. Self-love is about connecting to your power. Many here do not have self-love because they think they don't even know what it is. Some do, but it is unleashing yourself. That is your telepathic, your vibration, and it can happen. The idea is to just be at peace with yourself, and the future will be yours. Less drama. There's different types of drama, yes, but the drama that causes a lot of heartache isn't always. It's what you need to learn. If you need to have a lot of stress, then it's there for a reason. But many of you will find peace within the drama. It's what you need to experience. But right now, many are learning, yes, the shamanism of themselves. And many of those are connecting to shamanism are actually protecting the earth from the outside. And you're feeling a lot of what's happening here. A lot of you are going through attacks because you're on the outside of the planet. Your vibration is protecting the earth, and you see what's going on. Not everything is here to be fully known. Over time it will be. There will always be mysteries in the 3D world, but you will be enhancing yourself. What you need to know now is what's most important. And what needs to be known now is to enjoy the moment, be thankful, but also realize you are lifting the earth's vibration every day. No matter what kind of day you have. Your intentions, your vibration of unlocking yourself from the third dimension environment matters most. Yes, some are using ego, and they're exploring that. And they also can connect to mysteries that others are not doing. You'd be surprised how many are connected to ego actually are sitting on a lot of secrets of the earth. So yes, some of them do feel like they know everything. In some ways they do, but not entirely. They're actually leaking information from their secret vaults they're watching over. They're not fully aware of it, but so this is why some have a huge ego, like they know everything. It's because they're part of that vibration. And many of you all know everything, but you're not here to experience that. Some are, because you're here leaking information here and there. Some positive, some always not so, but that's the plan, is to know yourself. It's not always here to be simple and easy. The idea is you to come here and improve your existence here. Yes, it's a very difficult world. You're here to make peace with it, with each other, yourselves. As yes, there's much negative drama within the politics and family life. The idea is to heal these situations and make it a better world. Slowly, this is being done. Yes, it all goes back to the family. Families need to be healed. And that is where most of the work needs to be done. You can have all the knowledge of Atlantis and your wizardry, but healing the family is what's most important. And that would be understood over time. That was the Andromedans. Excellent. Alright. There's more, but they're kind of giving me a break. Alright. There's a new to all this. SlimeToad.com. We have private sessions here. It's Google Hangout, Zoom, and channeling by phone. All recorded if you like. Okay. We have 5-minute questions here you can submit. We also have a new one here. We answer 1 to 5 days or 10 days. We have a new one here is basically channeled text messages. Basically, no, it's not going to go to your phone, but you'll give you'll receive a 500-word channeling. Basically, I'm going to type a message out for you. Now, this is going to be a general message of what you need to know. Now, eventually, I'll open up to basically, like, you can post a question here or some detail, but right now, it's in beta. So, I'm going to have other versions of it too, so I test this out a little bit, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, basically, 500 word or less channeled messages through text, basically, so you can just read it. So it goes through past lives and basically what Spirit needs to know, what you need to know from Spirit, basically. So this will be a different connection. I'll go a little bit more in depth than just the channelings that I normally do. So it's here, and it's also in the Spirit Social also. So if you want to find it, it is at the shop. It's at the bottom here. So something new. What else am I doing? I also have Spirit Social, and once again, there it is right there. And I also do the private session stuff here. I also have spiritual connections from other channelers also. So it's a Patreon if you want to keep the rabbit going, and more updates are coming with that. I also have a social network. I'll just breeze through this real quick. Much appreciated for those who are posting. This is also the rabbit. This is the main. This is why I'm here, to help the rabbit in his career. Yeah, not going too well there. Yeah, it didn't go too well on the first visit. Now I was at a beach. Now I was wanted by everybody. And we're just getting started with the rest of it. Alright, okay, for a secret space program information just came through. So, okay, we'll just do another. Alright, well, Andromedans are here, obviously. Now, how do I know who is the Andromedans, who is this, who is that Arcturian? Basically, when they come to me, I feel it. I know who they are. They say who they are. That's how that works. Now, those are saying, oh, you're just ego, blah, 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 you're just da, 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 da. I'm not sure what's going on with those people. That's fine. If you don't connect with us, that's fine. There's other places you can go. There's Gaia TV, wherever you need to go. As for, okay, message through the Andromedans. Let's see here. Yes, there's a lot of secret space programs done on Mars and other planets that you are not aware of. There's a lot of negative reptilians that basically want to, they're working on keeping mind control around the planet as long as they can sustain it. So basically, you can say the secret space program is a laboratory for the future, to continue to keep humans, which makes a lot of sense, to keep humans entertained. Because the last thing they want you to do is wake up. Now, yes, the Archon's involved with it too, but the reptilians and other beings are doing their their part, because they get a lot out of it because of what do they get out of this? I mean, I get different messages on it, but nothing. Yeah, it's a game basically. Basically, they want to show how powerful they are, and they're doing a good job of it. So yeah, a lot of ways I do see our world as like a child race in a lot of ways, but we're slowly awakening. And yes, you are awakening, but still don't know your full power yet. What's happening on a different world? One moment. Just let him come in, it's easier. Greetings to you, we are the Andromedan Council. Yes, your secret space program is to dominate your planet. To keep you, a third dimension. To remove your high vibrational energies. Basically to cut your cord from spirit. The idea is to rule you as long as they can. Yes, there are even Arcturians here that are causing difficulties for your world. And yes, they are here, very few of them, but very much within the wizardry energies, spiritual vibrations of basically of Archon, as many of them been compromised over time. Yes, it's not something that's been brought up very often, but yes, it's very much along with. Basically, there's also to trick humans into what they are connecting to at times. Basically, it goes more into the religious energies. It does go through some channelings, but mostly to the religious energies. If you do get a blockage through your channel, it's most like an Archon vibration. It doesn't want you to get the truth. Yes, there are many dark entities. Yes, it do cause a lot of difficulties for your humanity to arise up. Many of you that are raising your vibration, seeing things clearly, are clearing a lot of these low energies from your environment. And much of it actually is connected to Mars. Mars is, known for creating low vibrations and is used constantly against your world. There are, an insectoid race called the Zenti that does cause difficulties in your media. I believe I've been connected to on a yesterday connection. The Zenti is not, a friendly race. It is very high vibration, a very manipulative vibration that go into your Earth's consciousness and cause confusion within the mind. As for mind control, as you see, many insectoids on your planet are very much known to be workers, depending on which species of insectoid you connect to. As you see, your society very much mimics much of the ant collective in a lot of ways. Not entirely, but it is very much a slave race in some areas of your world, as you can see. So yes, done from much sophistication. There's much more to be unraveled of your world. As your Mars plays a big role, as the Mars is here to create actually other versions of Earth and take this one and remove it from existence. That was their plan. It has not gone so well, as you can see. So if they're not getting what they want, basically, as you see in your media, different versions of your planet, the New World Order energies, that's what they want. It is not happening, but they are putting the pressures on, as you can see. They're making life more difficult also to your economies, as they do not want you to have what you need to survive. But realize this is where many alien races, positive, are assisting you at this moment. Many of those in the spiritual community are being very much tested because the way they see things, as they're going to be given out many awards and be seen as the great spiritualists of the world. Some of them, that's being tested by some at this time, as they feel like they have all the knowledge and realize there's much more they don't understand. They know who they are, but of course they don't want to go into that at this time. You'd be surprised where your world, not everything is going to be as cut and dry as you'd like. Your Earth is going to more of a fourth dimension vibration. So the mind has to adjust to that. But not just that, your environment will follow. everything's going to follow that. Yes, your Illuminati plays a big role as they will change with you. They're not that sophisticated as some of you might think. As you raise your vibration, the feel them is not as powerful as they are, because you're actually raising your energy to be as powerful or more powerful than them. And they are aware of that. Are they afraid? Not necessarily, as you still don't know what you're doing with your powers. But basically, many of you are standing up to them, as you can see. There's nothing to be afraid of. There never was. But yes, of course, they put the fear in God. But many of you's like, I'm not going to fall for that. And many of you are going to continue to do it. There's nothing to worry about. Yes, they put the fear of God into you, yes, but nothing to worry. As you're actually connecting more to your, basically, yes, they'll test you as much as they can, but you are connecting more to your higher vibrations. Your star people, you are awakening yourself and others around you, even if those around you are not awakening, be surprised. Your energies are being heard across the planet. As for what your world is going to, it will have a capital city brought to it, basically for alien connections. Not yet, but eventually. Basically a place for alien interaction, like your Atlantis, but much different this time. Yes, without being on an island. Many of you have probably seen this in your future, through glimpses, through ideas, but that is what's going to be brought on your world. Not yet, of course. Much has to be done as for healing the planet. There's much going on. As for, yes, your Mars plays a big role. As from, yes, we're using, yes, nanotechnologies, many different vibrations, basically to take the human thought patterns and, yes, put it backwards. As many of you are seeing, many adults are acting like children, not just because of their inner child, is because they're being programmed to connect to that child energy, is basically not to grow up spiritually, as you can see. It's a manipulative type of child rollback, basically. There's nothing wrong with connecting to your childlike self, but many are doing it basically being kind of forced into it, where they only see, because as a child you see everything, but this version of the child you only see what the elite want you to see. That's what's going on in your race at this time. Not for everyone, but a good portion of it. Why they're having difficulty seeing. Of course, they can break out of it, but many are unwilling to do so for many reasons. Some of it has to do with peer pressure also. But then again, many are just not ready to unleash it because they're still warning from that environment. They are used to this from other Earth realities also. Basically, they come from worlds that are similar to yours. They're used to this. You'd be surprised how many that are not aware of all of this, that are what you call asleep, have come from other realities that are just as asleep as this one. So this is nothing new. It's like they want to continue the sleep state through all their incarnation cycles. So many of them are not going to return if this world awakens. Some will, some won't, depending on what they wanted to experience. One moment. But as for the human condition at this moment, yes, you're unlocking yourselves. You're unlocking, yes, your third eye, your higher vibration energies. As basically you're connecting to a fourth, fifth dimensional version of yourself. But much more than that, you're going to other worlds in your astral and bringing knowledge back. As you're bringing assistance back also to how to keep your vibration high. As yes, your world is not fully seen on the third dimensional level, that is shifting, but on the fourth dimensional vibration, it is shifting greatly. As basically you're preparing for the future. Many of you are setting up the future. And of course, that's not always going to be known, is it? How many do you truly want to know the future? The idea is to keep things kind of quiet. And that is where you're bringing that is what's happening on your world. You're basically formatting your future for what you want. And some will take longer than others. As for what you think will turn to, it might be 10 years longer or even 100 years, depending on what's going on in your environment. Not everything is needed to be known in a third dimensional perspective. What matters most now is you are finding, yes, bringing positivity to your environment. What brings bliss and just makes your day is what matters most. Many of you guys are going to be tricked and look to the future too far and think it's going to happen tomorrow when it's actually going to happen 200 years from now. That happens a lot on your world. So realize this, predictions aren't always wrong, it's just that it's going to be a few hundred years before that happens. So it's not necessarily a wrong prediction. It's just men are getting a little bit ahead of themselves for good reason, because they want to change this environment. But the idea is also to heal this environment. And that's what you are learning, is to heal the third dimension. Intentions, so much of just what is your fantasy world that is being sent out. But if you already are aware of it, but yes, it takes time for your third dimensional reality to take a grip. As for when it will be evolved, it takes time, because this one's very heavy, as you can see. And to move this one out isn't always the easiest. But the way you look at things can change, though. Look at things at a different point of view. A fourth dimension, fifth dimension point of view will change the environment greatly. As yes, with the Andromedan councils at this time, you have to be careful what we bring into your environment, as you are still learning about yourselves, upgrading your vibrations. And we can't give you out too much information, as you are still learning the steps of you. Because many feel like they are 10 years ahead of others, but actually it's only maybe a few days or weeks or months, depending on what is going on. Depending on the individual. Some are a few years ahead of others, yes. But many of you are 100 years ahead, but realize nobody's there yet, so it's best to look a few years ahead instead of 100. As the environment of your world is shifting to more of an alien-friendly environment. But when that will happen is up to you. As your spiritual communities basically become less hostile towards each other. Because there is hostility there, trust me, we see it every day. There is kindness there, but in smaller groups. As they get bigger, it becomes more infected by lower energies. As they do find their ways in, as some of you have already realized. Send you energies from our council, as you are still learning of yourselves. Realize also that many are still having difficulties connecting to their own vibrations, so when they connect to a channeling, it might not resonate because they are still not ready for that full resonation of what is going on. That's basically the timelines that are coming. Some are not ready for those timelines. So they say, oh, that's not right, that's not going to happen, da da da. They add their own personality, their own point of view to it, is what happens. Because everyone's at a different level. But there's nothing wrong with that either. Blessings to your society as you grow more into the human, the galactic human that you wish to be. There's many of us around your environment as for assisting. Just love yourself, what matters most. Blessings. Yeah, I got a last message. Many feel that they're ready for all of this, when actually they're not ready for it. That's for alien connection and all that. So, or visitation for that matter. So, that's a big deal here. So, alright. Much love, everyone. Blessings. Have a great night.